Jules Veil, actually. Okay.
No, yeah, we banned GoDai, which
see,
is interesting because I mean that's an OoDa ban, which is great. I like GoDai as Clairen. That's cool.
CakeAssault's on some nasty stuff on the stage.
That's true.
Like
No, I would
cover it.
No, that's true. Even as good as Clairen is on GoDai, I would take it away from Cake because yeah, that's dangerous.
It feels like the X factor for Cake in this game in general had just been movement. Like Force is a character that will reward you if you are good and disciplined with your spacing and your dashbacks, and nobody does better than Cake.
And
it just things down tilts.
Right, yeah, that's true. It's surprisingly fluid as a character. You know, he looks a little clunky until you see like CakeAssault move, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe this character can slip and slide with the best of them.
Yeah, not the fastest, but very precise.
Yeah.
All right, F-Strong one into the down tilt, already one of the tried and true options this character can have, not getting any deceiving options there in the smoke. Instead, we're back to neutral. F-Strong 1 still safe. I mean, you can go ahead and CC that just about forever, but OoDa unable to get any kind of response. No tipper on the F-Strong in that situation.
I mean, that's tough, but hey, it gets Cake off stage, but DI not there, unfortunately. OoDa's got to be ready for those big hits. Cake setting up the smoke, trying to get as much. You saw the clone in there as well. There was a mix-up potential in the works. OoDa doing the right things, just swinging wildly and just trying to break up as much of that smoke as possible. See the neutral B looking pretty good. Can't get that back air, though. Love the clone play here from Cake.
Digging the wave land into the grab, though. Like, this is OoDa doing a very good job just keeping the movement very ambiguous. Cake hasn't really been able to pin him down.
Ooh, with a turnaround, knowing that the tech roll in is going to happen. Good stuff. Good nailage from OoDa.
OoDa recovery, though.
I know, this is crazy.
That clone usage was absolutely perfect from Cake. I mean, I'm not the only one that was deceived. OoDa looked a little bit surprised in that spot.
Hey, still, we're getting a lot of good recovery coverages here from OoDa. It's not going to let Cake just recover for free every time. We are keeping things interesting. Good spacing on the Nair here, getting a couple of tippers in there as well. Oh, but wait! Actually extended the hurt box a little bit too much, and OoDa just snipes it out with the forward tilt.
I have never seen that move get outspaced that well before. OoDa pinpoint precise with that option.
Perfect tipper, but look at that clone play. It's keeping OoDa on his toes. Oh, it's so tough.
Yeah, but up throw into a couple of areas. No, just Cake's able to jump out of these throw combos a lot earlier, it feels like. OoDa's not pressing the advantage super hard, just taking the stuff that's absolutely true. And Cake's just like, all right, I'm going to just bail out, get my clone going, and try to land a lot safer.
That's true. And meanwhile, OoDa has had some really, really good shield discipline, but it might not be enough because as soon as Cake is able to force him out of that shield, it's curtains. It's just an advantage state to die for.
Rolls out of that opportunity here. Does actually not get the waveland tech chase right there. OoDa was really just selling out in that spot.
Hey, but we got to get something here. Got to do something here. Okay, we try to force out that high recovery. Can't do too much. Good tech there off that down air.
Down strong, solid damage, and then just covering it with the clone, too. One back air, but good jump away from OoDa and doesn't want any chance of getting clipped with the second.
Right.
Toss him up and gets the tipper, tries for again, but Cake is just DIing these perfectly. Every single time it's DI out, so if you get one tipper, you're never getting a second.
Yeah, you'll never get like a down air. You'll never get anything else. Like it feels like Cake is so good at denying those follow-ups here with the DI angles. Good tech, but I mean, the hits are there. It feels like OoDa is getting a lot of these like stray hits in neutral, and Cake is desperately trying to reset, but is still taking straight hit after straight hit, but still staying alive.
All right, Super Clone is available.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried.
I'm curious if we're going to use that or if we're just going to try for the eruption in this spot.
Maybe not need to. Well, there you go.
The perfect angle, just sending that so horizontally that, yeah, I don't know what DI could have saved OoDa there. Frankly, I don't think anything would have.
I mean, yeah, holding up is not going to do it either. Yeah, there's no way. Still, a really, really strong start here for Cake. OoDa might have to see what the stage counter pick is going to be. I mean, if maybe, I don't know. At this point, I really think it's tough because a lot of the stages that are good for Clairen, I think, are also good for Force.
Yeah, in addition, it does feel like this is a character where we've seen some success against Cake with this. I think it's Boyko has gotten a couple wins against Cake with Clairen. Yeah. It does feel, though, the big weakness that Clairen has is this character can struggle to open a player up.
Yeah.
Like, you have to just play neutrals and get your combos honestly. You don't really have the X factor like something like Maple Speed to like burst somebody down and force them to the react. And if you're just going to allow Cake to play calm, cool, and collected, you're going to have to just be absolutely perfect with every single one of your hitboxes. Otherwise, you're going to get whip punished.
It's true. You know, she's so spacing required. Like, she requires so perfect of spacing that it's just like, it's tough. I feel like there's a lot of situations where like Cake is doing the right things of getting the spacing and forcing the angles that he needs, but at the same time, I feel like OoDa, I mean, we just gotta, you can't mix up this character too much, right? It's still a linear-ish character. You can only do the same thing so many times. Okay, catching that. Finally, we're getting a grab on that. And now, yeah, again, DI out. Not going to get anything in the terms of a follow-up.
Now, all of a sudden, OoDa gets stage control, tries for the Nair, instead, what, just pulling out the clone point-blank range?
Yeah.
That is an option, I suppose.
It's a smothering playstyle that Cake loves to go for here with the Forsburn. It's always just like surrounding you with the clone and then just trying to, you know, it's like you're playing the cup game. It's just like, oh, find the ball in the cup.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, literally, he's like moving it so fast that you can't keep up.
I mean, in that spot, it's like basically a true 50-50. Who do you actually fixate on with your target?
But the thing about Clairen is you can hit both at the same time. It's just you're going to have a delay when you hit the first one.
And using the clone actually to intercept the recovery option, we've seen that 2 or 3 times now, where Cake will just toss a clone off stage and say, if you can, it might be me, I might toss that hitbox, or you can try to recover low. And if you recover low, that lets Cake get the ledge hog and then immediately down strong.
Yeah. You know, using the clone to throw as a sort of a misdirection thing is just a really, really good Forsburn game plan.
I love it when they both down tilt. It's like, hey, we both have the exact same spacing idea. Thank God none of us will forward. We're both going to dash back instead.
But sometimes it's about who throws out the button second, you know? It's like, oh, okay, I can hit your extended hurt box if that's what it comes down to.
OoDa does come away with that stock right here, so only a slight deficit at 88%, though. We would not be surprised if Cake starts getting some of these confirms and end in back air in these situations.
Right, but that forward air, not going to get anything. It's just going to hit the shield and be spaced a little bit, so OoDa unable to really find these conversions necessary to get Cake to feel a little bit more scared in these situations.
Down tilt, actually the reverse hit of down tilt. I wasn't ready for that one. Tries for the down strong, not going to get it. He sees the aerial, but unable to respond because of the secondary hit. Tipper into a grab. Good DI from Cake, trying to carry all the way across stage. And the clone, point blank again, bails Cake out.
The clone coming out and just getting a little bit too close to stuff out that neutral B. So good. Okay, but we have to go high. You see the clone was going up there, but no. Okay, finding the full. Okay, up tilt, double up tilt. Now we get a couple hits, but these are not tippers, and we're not really able to get too much. It's just damage at this point.
Cake still trying to CC these two. Just desperately trying to get one weak hit. Instead, the empty short hop into the down strong. These little options from Cake every now and then just catching OoDa's tiniest of habits.
It's true, but we are finding a lot of hits on the tipper back air from OoDa, and I think that might be a way to get things going. Just because, you know, Forsburn a little tall. You can catch him with that big vertical move. Well, unfortunately, sometimes it's the clone.
All right, tries to land a couple back airs, but OoDa doing a very good job staying grounded, just dashing back, giving CakeAssault all the space necessary. At 147, just about anything will do it. Are we going to be able to get an intercept off stage? Tries for the lowest of low recoveries, and then the roll. That's great timing from OoDa. So now just about even. Tries to just burn out that invulnerability, but gets stuck in the corner. Cake, max distance of that F-strong one.
I know. Yeah, Cake definitely knows that this is it's going to come down to a game of spacing at this point.
Just dangling the cloak directly in front of OoDa.
Oh, but wait, can we get something here? We don't get a ledge hog after all. Cake kind of just like inching towards center stage a little bit more, but that's okay because we find the platform conversion. Down strong going to send at a bad angle for OoDa.
And now OoDa's like dash dancing quite a bit, just trying to get the grab, because you know that Cake is going to be CCing a lot of this stuff. We've already seen a couple attempts right here. If Cake can like CC and get a down strong, this stock is over. Instead, back air off stage yet again. Smoke is out, but can't get the down strong. OoDa back to stage, off all the way across.
Yeah, that's the thing. You force out that that option to try to beat back the smoke, and this time Cake covers on the platform, gets the stock, gets the game, going up 2-0.
It always feels like when you have that single cloud of smoke around that platform, you never know if the Force is going to stay in that smoke and try to get that that invisibility, or if they're just going to fall out with the aggressive aerial. That 50-50, that little question in your head is enough to break your train of thought and break your momentum. And I really do feel like that's how Cake gets a lot of these stocks. It's not necessarily about the tools that the character gives you. It's not about that invisibility. It's about forcing you to question if your game plan is strong enough to beat what Cake's trying to toss out.
Yeah, for real. Still, we're going to Jules Vale. This is the stage for game 1, actually, as well. So we're going back here. We'll have to see if this is going to make a difference here because, I mean, that game was so close. It definitely we saw last stock being so even, but all of a sudden, Cake is, you know, just going to make his way back in.
Did you catch that juggle F-strong 1 into, I'm going to do it to you again. I'm gonna keep going. You know you have to DI this out, right?
Right, exactly. That's the test.
Yeah, it's like, I know you want to just hold in so that you can get that ledge and get back to playing neutral, but nah, I want to keep you out there for a minute and a half.
It's true. Okay, side B, gonna be able to get yourself back a little bit. Good pressure here, but yeah, K just dancing around on the platform and a lot of space on there too. That's a really good coverage because it's so much horizontal coverage from Forsburn himself. He's able to do a lot here, so this is tough.
Another CC, and that actually gives Cake a good opportunity to respond here. Triple hit on that. Up tilt, but can't actually get too much out of it. It feels like this big platform, OoDa's choosing the roll out option quite frequently.
Right.
Cake hasn't really adapted to that quite yet. Probably get it the next time, though.
We're finally getting some grabs here on Cake. I feel like that's something that we didn't see, and we might have needed to see in the last stock of the last game, but finally we're able to get something here. OoDa looking pretty good. All right, just cannot make up this deficit right now. Cannot get his hands on CakeAssault for long enough to make a difference.
And Cake's just not doing anything in some of these spots, just standing still and allowing OoDa to whiff.
Exactly.
That's so smart, just recognizing that I don't need to press. I don't need to be super hyper-aggressive here. I just need to allow my opponent to make mistakes, and I can get the hardest of punishes.
And he knows that Clairen has to be hyper-aggressive here. Like, you are basically forcing that because, you know, Clairen has to be the aggressor in these situations.
It was a 3-0 last time these two played, and it is looking like CakeAssault getting ready to have that happen again. Has the fully powered combust in a really awkward spot. We're going to go off stage with the combust. No, doesn't get the down air.
What? Oh my god, the resets on the ledge are so crazy. Cake is just not letting OoDa see him. He's just like speed blitzing.
Yeah, this is we're trying to speed run the bracket all of a sudden. We're running a little bit behind. CakeAssault trying to get us out of here in a timely manner.
Like, he is just teleporting behind OoDa, basically.
That should be dead.
Yeah, that's, well...
Actually, great DI from OoDa.
That's a chance. No, I don't know. You took the resource, so that's it. Yeah, there's no way. Too far out, had already used the side special, so CakeAssault, what a way to end the set.